Hello, hello, hello. It's Diane. It's Monday. It's sometime after 3 o'clock. I know I was really trying to get online at 3 and that didn't happen, so sorry. But anyway, I'm here. Diane from the Paint Factory, doing Facebook Live that I think my last one was last Monday. And when I was doing it last Monday, I was in the midst of this piece. And last Monday it was, I believe I had done the image transfer. I hadn't done any of the body work. It was a grey primer, and I used a primer that I don't usually need to use, but my paint would not stick, and so the primer worked, and here we are. So I do want to say, before I talk about this, with it being Monday, it's Veterans Day, and I want to thank everybody out there who has served our country, whether it's currently today, whether it's yesterday. Thank you. I know I have one special guy who might be watching this at some point, and Mr. Terry Guild, you sir are a hero. I question your choice in friends in high school, but anyway, so thank you, Terry. So let's proceed on to this, and I am waving a paintbrush around. Normally I have a notebook and my handy dandy notebook and my pen. I don't have that. I have a paintbrush because I use my hands an awful lot. So let's just talk about paintbrushes. Yeah, fun stuff, huh? I know you're riveted already. So this is my favorite one, or it was my favorite one, the S50 Klingon. Lovely little brush, super nice handle size. It was my favorite one, and then it was replaced by this one. This little cutie. This is the S30, again by Klingon. What I love about this, it's the size. I can really get my detail work done with this. And so even though it's more work to use a smaller brush, kind of digging it. So here she is, September Morn. Look at her. I love her. This is the first time I have reused an image, and like I said last week, I was gung-ho. I'm not gonna duplicate things because all my pieces are very original, I'd like to think. And so this one was gonna be sunflowers, and that did not work out. Thank you, sunflowers. And so I came back to her, and the proportions just worked out so beautifully. Let me look. Oh, gorgeous. So September Morn was done by the French painter Paul Chabas. I want to say Chablis, it's the wine talk, Chabas, in 1912. And this is his most famous painting. And I think because I have been to France and I have been consumed with all things French, good or bad, it seemed quite fitting that I would use a French painter on this piece. So the original piece that I did with September Morn was yellow and quite beautiful. This time I wanted to do a little darker version, and I chose to use Wise Owl fall colours, which are, I want to say when you open the cans, they're kind of like jarring. So let me just show you, okay? So the first colour is a beautiful deep green, which is called Foxtrot. Can you see? So when you open, I mean, this is not jarring, this is quite lovely. But when you open the can sometimes, like this one, I know, this is Spanish olive. You're like, holy cannoli. There's the difference. But once they dry, they're kind of much more muted. And then once you start blending them, and again, this is what I can't stress enough, blend your colours together. Don't just use one colour, because it's going to be flat, it's going to have no depth to it, it's going to be boring. Blend them together. So this is Spanish olive, which I think is probably my favourite colour right now. And Foxtrot is your, I don't know, that's your safe colour. So we have these. We have, look at that one, yowza, and look at that, I mean, boom. This is Madrid. So when I opened up the cans of these two, I was like, stinking heck, how can I ever possibly use these colours on a piece of furniture? Are you crazy? And yeah, they work. So the Madrid is very, very bold and daring, in your face kind of. You know, it's kind of like the lipstick you would put on when you were 3 and thought you looked gorgeous. This one I used under my copper leaf. When you're using copper leaf or gold leaf or silver leaf, you need a base coat. If you go with a black, your metallic is going to be very cool. If you go with light, it's going to be a very warm colour. So I wanted to go the warm, smoking hot colour for my base with my copper. And I knew I could stand using this colour because I was going to do a patina to the copper leaf, and it was going to tone it all down. Turmeric it's actually quite beautiful. I'm not sure I would ever just paint a piece of furniture with this colour, if I'm truthful. I think it's very, very bold. But when you put them all together, and especially, let me just get rid of that one. Let me show you here in the corner. Yeah, sorry, vertigo people, sorry. See there, I have my, can you see my Spanish orange, what am I talking about? Spanish olive and turmeric there. And so when you put them together, they become quite beautiful. So yes, blend. That is the secret of getting, excuse me, of getting lots of variance, depth, texture. What I will advise you to do is to use glazes as well. Now, Wise Owl, I'm just going to shake up so you can see it on the top. This is Java. I really want Wise Owl to do a redder brown. This is very kind of cool to me. I want a warmer brown, but I have used this on this piece. They also make a clear glaze. Do yourself a favour, buy the clear glaze, because what you can do with the clear glaze is you can add it to all your paints, and then if you do a lot of glaze with just like a dash of your paint colour, you can start building up your layers and it becomes like a very watercolour kind of effect. So yeah, she's here, and I will open her up. She is actually available. I think at some point there would have been maybe a a drawer here. I don't know. There's definitely a ledge here that you can have another shelf. And typically what I do, I don't often paint the insides. Why? Because I'm lazy. But more to the point, what I typically do is, excuse me, I will only paint to where the original finishes. So I will go to where the stain stops and then I'm done. So I will only, when will I paint the insides? I don't know. It's not something that I will typically do. No. Unless somebody asks me to paint the inside, I'm not going to do it. It seems like a waste to me. And instead of painting the insides, I can be taking a nap. So you do the math on that one. So I just wanted to show you, again, I did copper leaf on all the handles, all the hardware. I did put some shellac, because I love shellac. On here, on various areas, I go for like a really textured, worn, patinaed look. So let me see if I can get you closer so you can, oops, maybe like see like here. This again is done with the yellow, the different greens, some of the shellac. Just play around. And typically, oh look, she's shining. Look at her. Typically, so I had this and it was just the grey last Monday. This has taken me days and days, again, between naps, to do this. And typically what I'll do, I remember that I was texting my friend Janet and she'd asked me how I was, you know, progressing with this. And my response was, I'm still at the stage where I'm not sure I can paint, because it always, I do like the first two coats and those are really easy because those are really boring, and then I have a vision in my head what I want to do, and a lot of the times I'm not quite sure how to get there. Look, the sun is coming out. Ooh. So it takes me a few days. I'll do like a little section and then I will leave, and then I'll come back the next day and look at it with new eyes. And I think that's the key, at least for me. I can't just do a piece in one day or a few hours, because I have to keep revisiting and changing it. And sometimes, you know, the light changes, and so when the light changes you get to see different colors show up, you know, and then I get my razor blades out and I start doing what I do. So it does take a few days. I am slow and lazy, and I accept that graciously. So what else? I think that's everything. I just really wanted to let you know that this piece is finished. I had a vanity to do at some point, and I did a blog post about my painting class in France, and I will post the links to the paints if you want to try them. So again, I use Madrid, Foxtrot, Spanish olive, turmeric, Wise Owl glaze in Java, and clear by the clear. I'm telling you, you need clear in your little paint collection. Oh, and I sealed everything with the matte varnish, and this piece has got 2 coats all over, and I love this because I don't like blingy. I don't do shiny. I hate shiny. and this is just awesome stuff. It just completely flat, beautiful, hard wearing, blah blah blah. Yeah, use this. So if you have any questions, any concerns, any whatever, put them in the comments. If I don't answer them now because I need my glasses, put them in the comments and I will post this, and then I will go through everything and I will respond to you, because I am, oh Jenna, what are you saying? Did you paint the dresser top? What dresser top? This? Janet, what? There's always one. There's always one person who asks you a question and you're like, Janet, what? The top? Here? Yes. I'll be talking to Janet later because she just stopped my flow of very engaging conversation. But I don't know whether she's asking about this. This up here is copper, and that's a natural patina that I made. Janet, no. What? Janet is going to be barred from my page. She's not going to be allowed to comment because she's confusing me, Janet. So anyway, thank you for indulging me again on a Monday afternoon. A beautiful day. And I hopefully next week will have a vanity to show you, or maybe not. You know where I'm like. I think I'm going to be able to do the vanity, but I'm just not sure what kind of colours. So if you have any suggestions on what colours I can use to paint an antique vanity, anything except white. I do not do white. I would love to know. I've done a blue vanity, I've done a green vanity. I feel like I need to do something fun. So yeah, so comment, share, like. Thank you all for being here, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.